Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, it is penalty day from Hotlanta. Okay, so NASCAR penalty report typically comes out on Tuesday afternoon. We actually have quite a bit on there. So to recap, Friday, pre-race inspection for the And Better Health 400. The number 10 of Noah Gragson, the number 41 of Ryan Preece had their roof rail deflectors confiscated by NASCAR. They were going to look into it. They have looked into it, and they determined that it was an L1 penalty. So an L1 penalty is roof air deflectors team assembled are assessed with the loss 35 points, driver and owner. Now, it is a non-next-gen exclusive part. So what that means is it's not part of the parts that we get to buy from a certain vendor. These are parts that teams are able to make and install. They just have a certain cat drawing they have to follow, and apparently these did not follow that. So it is called an L1 penalty. 35 driver, 35 owner points for both Noah Gragson and Ryan Preece. Joey Logano got hit with 2 penalties technically, but it was explained on TMD by Senior Vice President of NASCAR, whatever his full title is, Elton Sawyer, on the morning drive, where he was penalized, one for the webbing on the glove, putting it up against the window net and blocking the air to come in. He got his time disallowed because of that. Then, since the glove failed SFI inspection, there was another penalty with that, and that additional penalty was $10,000 fine. So driver responsibility and driver protective clothing and equipment, section 14.3.1.1.a and B and F is the whole order there. So he was time disqualified. He had to start in the back, had to do the drive-through penalty. Luckily for him, the lap 2 crash, caution flag, negated that penalty. He didn't lose a lap. He had the $10,000 penalty today. He'll be on TMD, I think, on Thursday, so I'll be interested to see his take on that. Lane Riggs was disqualified after the race for the windshield fasteners. Elton Sawyer talked about that, just like Kevin Harvick last year. The bolts have to be tight at the beginning, the end, middle of the race. They weren't at the they were at the beginning, they weren't at the end. The penalty. They got disqualified, so no additional penalty there. So we got Joey's penalty, the 41 and the 10, and then post-race for the Xfinity Series, the 14 of J.J. Yaley. Crew chief Jason Miller has been suspended from the NASCAR Xfinity Series for the next 2 events, through and including Phoenix, so Las Vegas and Phoenix. Section 4.4D, NASCAR Member Code of Conduct Penalty Options and Guidelines. So Jason Miller ended up getting in a fight with Kyle Weatherman. That's a no-no. Drivers can do it, but when a crew starts doing it, that's when NASCAR steps in and goes, no, you can't do that. And then there was a loose lug nuts violation on tires and wheels not properly installed. Seth Chava with the Joe Gibbs Racing number 19 post-race, $5,000 fine. So that is the penalty report through Atlanta. No cars went back to the R&D Center this week. Week 1 after Daytona, we had 2 cars go back, Corey LaJoie and Bubba Wallace. Both those came back with no violations. So, to recap, year 3 of the next-gen car. 3 years in a row, Stewart-Haas Racing has had a penalty. Had an L1, an L3, and an L2. They've done the full gamut now. They can stop now. You just bury your drivers as you do this. They've had multiple penalties over the last couple of years. We'll see what happens there. They can appeal it, I think, but I haven't heard if they are or not. Obviously, if they don't appeal it, the parts will be on display at Vegas for people to see, and there'll probably be video and stuff online where some of the series directors like to do that, which is great for fans to see that stuff. But those are the penalties. Agree, disagree, that's up to you. I look at it this way. My opinion on it is, here's the rule book. If what you do is violating the rule book, you deserve the penalty you get. It's laid out in the rule book what the penalties are. Remember, 1949, when this all began, almost 3,000 races ago, the very first winner in a NASCAR race got disqualified. Glenn Dunaway. So it's happened from the beginning. Penalties have been a thing for the sport throughout the years. If the rule book, so say this is the rule book, and they read the rule book, and there's not a rule in there, they work in that what's called gray area. NASCAR is going to see it. NASCAR is going to react to it. Ask Ray Abraham. Ask Chad Knaus. They were kings of the gray area. There was a NASCAR All-Star race, late 90s, called the T-Rex car. That car was as legal as anything on Sunday morning, or Saturday when it went through TAC. Because of that car, and NASCAR telling Ray Abraham, do not bring this car back to another track. Monday morning, there was revisions to that rule book that made that car 100% illegal. Don't know what it was, but Ray Abraham's talked about that before. So yeah, NASCAR changes the rules all the time. They update the teams when they make rule changes. So those are the penalties out of Atlanta. We got Vegas coming up. We'll have previews of all 3 races. And the IndyCar racing starts next week. We're going to add that to the rotation here as well. So there will be 4 videos the following week. So the week of Phoenix for NASCAR. We will also have the St. Petersburg Grand Prix preview for the NTT Indy Racing Series. That's going to be fun as well. So, as always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. And don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports content.